Hello, this is Judy. I am making a recording of the letter T information because it was so fuzzy yesterday and I wanted you to have that information. So here is the T done in 16 gauge. And here with the calligraphy swoosh option, and here's the T done in 20 gauge with the double swoosh, and here is the T done with 2 wires. Okay, so I wanted you to just be able to see those, and then I'm going to review how you actually make the T. Okay, because I know that when I went back and looked at that information, that it was not clear at all on the video. So when you start with the T, okay, the T is done upside down. So you're going to make the T this way here. All right, you're going to start up here, and then wrap the wires this way, and then bring them around. All right, because it's so much easier that way to get the twist in the middle correct. Okay, so you're going to start here at position 2. So here's the swivel lock in position 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and then you're going to twist this 4 times. You probably only need 3 in the bigger wire. So you only need 3 in the 16 gauge wire, but in the 20 gauge wire you really need that. And what you do is you hold your finger here in between 8 and 9 and wrap it to make the swivel, and then you hold it here between 8 and 7 to make this corner here. And here is what it looks like when it comes off the jig. Okay? And then we, again, we're going to do the easy breezy spirals. So you use the spiral instructions that are here on page 1. Here's what it looks like when it comes off the jig, and then you put it on the swivel lock, you know, on the 1/8 inch peg closest to your swivel lock, okay, and then lock it down, and then you're going to do this tail. So let me show you what that looks like. So it looks like this. Now you will notice that I have two swivel locks on my jig, simply because I'm in production mode. But you're going to do it on position 2, okay? So, and bring this around. Okay. See how I use the swivel lock as sort of the ending of my spiral? It comes off. Here's how you see how you do that. Now we're going to do this other one. Here's the swivel lock. It locks down. It's called a cam. So it's an off-center drill in that swivel lock. Then I'm going to bring this around. All right. Unlock this. Okay. So here you can see the swirl as it's developing. Okay. Then what you're going to do is cut this tail. Cut this tail here. Oh, there it is. Can you see how I have the flat part of my tool to the finished part of my work? Brenda calls it scraps in the valley, and I say flat to the finish. This is the flat part of your cutters, and that you want the flat finished part of your wire. See here? See the flat? And I want the flat part to cut. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is untwirl this. Okay. See here? Oh, I left this. And see up here. See how I left this sort of touching here? Now I'm going to do this spiral and make it more open. So what I'm going to do is put my tool in there. See how I can make that more open? All right, and get a consistent spiral. All right. So the two sides of this look different, but those are two options that you can use on your spirals. Or you can cut, you can cut one of these short and get just a single spiral look. Or like we did here on this heavier one, is that this is the calligraphy swoosh tail. Okay. And then what I wanted to show you was this double wire one. Just like you do with your single wires. And this would be great in two colors. Take it and lock it in here. We're at position 2. See how I'm using the jig? This is not any harder to do with 2 wires than it is with 1, because the jig is helping me hold my wires. Okay, I'm not putting a lot of stress on my hands. All right, I'm pushing this wire around. Okay, and I'm working close to the peg so that I'm not got a lot of stress on my hands. I'm not pulling it, I'm pushing it. Okay. Unlock it here. Okay. So you can see here, this is the double spiral starting to take shape. Now you'll see I kind of got those wires tangled up there. I want to untangle those, and then these are going back onto the jig at the swivel lock. Okay. There we go. Like that. Again here, see, I'm putting the flat part of my cutters to the finished work. Okay. Put it back on the jig. Lock it down. Lock it. Ta-da! Using the flat part of my cutters to the finished work. Okay. Now, something you want to think about is this piece here is not going to get a lot of hammering. You may use your I have these wire whackers. To give it a little bit of stiffness, but I don't want to do a lot of hammering on here because I've got two wires that are I don't want to put dents in my wire by crossing them. But I do like how this turned out when it's flatter. I do like it flatter. Okay, there we go. See that? How nice that is? Show you up against here how nice that is. Oh, these work pretty good for display boards. What do you think? So there is the tea.